So this is going to be a bit of a different video than you're used to seeing from me. This is actually an apology video. Yeah, I know it's been a little while since I've posted on here, but this video, it needs to be made. I need to say this, I need to apologize and address the mistake that I have made. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make this not your standard YouTube apology video, you know, where I say I was in a dark place, or I start fake crying, or I start to shift the blame around. No, I'm here to take accountability for a mistake that I've made and address it, you know, talk about it a little bit, and apologize as well. So the mistake that I have made is, it sounds ignorant saying it now, but ticking or acting out tics for my Ticci Toby cosplay. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it right now. I am not planning on ticking as Ticci Toby ever again. I don't have Tourette's, and I'm not ever planning on acting it out again. Just to put it out there, I'm not doing it again. I just want to talk about I just want to talk about it, but there's just like the gist of it is that I'm not going to be doing it again. And I apologize if I've ever offended anyone who actually has Tourette's or suffers from any kind of tic or anything. I'm like extremely sorry if I ever offended you. I never meant to offend you. I never meant any ill harm or any ill intention. I'm truly sorry. So I guess, yeah, let's get into kind of explaining that the gist, you know, the gist of everything. So if you don't know, I have been a Ticci Toby cosplayer for the past few years. He is like my main cosplay, the one I'm probably the most known for, and I tend to get very into character as Toby. Toby and Jeff are really the ones that I feel that I get really into character because they're two, you know, my main cosplays. And with getting into character as Toby, I have acted out tics from the beginning, which I know now sounds very wrong, especially saying it now. I don't like the way that sounds. And again, I don't have Tourette's, so you can see where it's wrong there. I guess back when I started, not that I'm trying to start, not that I am trying to make up excuses. I'm really not trying to make up excuses or anything, because there's no excuse for it. But I guess when I had started out, there was really not as much awareness as there is now. Like nowadays, it's actually a pretty hot topic about cosplayers acting out tics in their videos. I've seen a lot of videos on it, and every video I see, I'm like, I need to make an apology of people who have Tourette's discussing it. And I guess there wasn't as much when I started cosplaying Toby. And I always wanted to act Toby out accurately. So I had done, or still have done, a lot of research on the actual condition of Tourette's. I have seen lots of videos of kids who have Tourette's, videos of extreme cases to minimal cases, just because I have a very big interest in the condition itself. And I really try to do my research to make the tics for my Toby cosplay as accurate and as least offensive as possible. I guess you could compare this to, it's not comparable because I'm not a Hollywood actor, but for example, Joaquin Phoenix, when he played Arthur Fleck, he had, I cannot remember for the life of me what the condition is, but the neurological condition where you laugh uncontrollably, that he had done a lot of research on that very real condition for his portrayal as the 2019 Joker, and had watched videos to make an accurate medical, acting version of the condition. I'm not a Hollywood paid actor. I'm not. I'm just a cosplayer, which now, thinking about it, is very wrong for me to even act that out. Even if I have no ill intention, even if I did do my research, I can totally see why it's wrong, especially as someone who doesn't have Tourette's. I can't imagine what someone who actually suffers from it day to day could think seeing my videos. And even the fact that it could even trigger their tics, you know what I mean? It's like, that's kind of not the justification, but kind of thing that I went to. I'm like, well, like even like actors, they act out and research mental illnesses or neurological conditions for characters. But I'm not an actor, you know what I mean? I'm not a Hollywood actor or anything. I'm just a cosplayer, and it does seem wrong to, you know, act out tics for a fictional character But at the same time, not that I'm not justifying, I know what's very wrong what I've done, but there have even been, which I think is awful, comments on videos that I've gotten where, on YouTube videos actually, where people go, "You're not ticking enough as Ticci Toby, you need to tick more." This is not recently, like I think a few years back, and I always thought, I'm like, but what? That'd be mocking. If I did any more, it would be downright mocking. Which I think that's not very good, that the community at one point was encouraging Ticci Toby cosplayers who do not have the condition to be ticking and tick more, you know what I mean? I just thought personally that if I had done a medically accurate portrayal of Tourette's, like a mild condition of it, and wasn't flailing my arms around and acting like a mockery, I'm not gonna demonstrate, you know, what I've seen, what, you know, I would think a mockery would be, but I could see why, you know, acting out a condition just for a cosplay could really seem like. I'm not really ever trying to justify why I had acted out tics and trying to make it seem right, but I do want to let you guys know that I had never ever meant ill intent, and that I have never meant to seem like I was mocking the Tourette's community, even though possibly it might have seemed like I am, and it, you know, acting out tics as Toby seems very ignorant of me, but I do want to kind of just address and I guess explain why I have been doing it for so long, though again, I'm not doing it anymore. And just in saying this, I want to apologize again to the Tourette's community, to anyone who has ever been offended by how I've acted as Toby. I truly apologize. You know, I make cosplays for myself, yes, but I also make it for entertainment, to make people happy. And if there are people who feel offended by a certain character that I portray, then I have to take the accountability for that. I'm not going to sweep it under the rug. No, I need to talk about this because it does seem ignorant of me. And it was very ignorant of me. In saying all of this, if you are a Toby cosplayer, if you are old, if you are young, no matter what your age is, if you do not have Tourette's, please do not act out Tourette's for your cosplay. I don't have the condition myself, so maybe I can't speak on it as much as someone who actually has it can. But please do not. It is not worth it. It may seem like you are mocking the condition, even if you have the best intent. Don't do it. As someone who used to, please don't do it. Because someone who actually may have the condition may stumble upon your videos, and even again, if you have the best intent, if you're trying to not be offensive, it may seem offensive, and it may seem insensitive, as what happened with me. In saying that, if you cosplay Toby or are planning on it, focus on your cosplay, focus on your wig, focus on what kind of makeup you're gonna do, focus on your jacket, focus on anything to make your cosplay look as accurate as you want. There's no need to act out the Tourette's as him, and I have learned this myself the hard way. There's no use for it, and I'm sure that no one is gonna call you out or say that your cosplay is any less canon because you're not portraying him canonly. Because at the end of the day, again, you don't live with the Tourette's. You know, I don't live with Tourette's. Where other people, they live with it. And I think that you know, if you have Tourette's, you should never be ashamed of it. You know, it's who you are. Embrace it, I think. But it's not worth it. And if you ever get any comments, I don't know if these will ever happen today, because I remember, like, the comments that I got were from a few years ago. That if you ever get a comment on your Toby video that says, "Oh, you're not ticking as Toby, you need to tick as him," delete it. It's not worth your time. Don't let them enable you. Don't make the same mistake that I made. Yeah. So I guess in saying all this, I just, again, really want to apologize to anyone that I had offended. And I want to address this, because there's no point in sweeping it under the rug. That would not be right. I need to address this. And again, I'm wearing my Toby hoodie right now. I will be cosplaying Toby, of course. Just there won't be any tics. Which I think I feel a lot better with not doing them. And knowing that people won't be offended. Or hurt. And I won't seem, I guess, like a ignorant person. So yeah, I guess until the next video, thank you for watching.